are one of the players that they say is the toughest to challenge in 2K.
To be honest, I haven't really had a lot of competition.
On this week's episode of NBA 2K TV, we have an interactive special where you guys have the chance to win tons of VC, and we show you what's to come in 2016. Tune in now. You are one of the players that they say is the toughest to challenge in 2K.
To be honest, I haven't really had a lot of competition.
On this week's episode of NBA 2K TV, we have an interactive special where you guys have the chance to win tons of VC, and we show you what's to come in 2016. Tune in now. You are one of the players that they say is the toughest to challenge in 2K.
To be honest, I haven't really had a lot of competition.
On this week's episode of NBA 2K TV, we have an interactive special where you guys have the chance to win tons of VC, and we show you what's to come in 2016. Tune in now.
Back seats. are one of the players that they say is the toughest to challenge in 2K.
What's to come in 2016? Tune in now.
Gotta let you know where I come from. Let you know. I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know where I come from.
Hit on my laps in the gym, the sweat ran off my skin. They thought I ran out of breath, but I was just catching my wind. That only happens to them. I gotta capture my win. I practice 31 days a month and I practice again. Was born equipped with sportsmanship, so I just laugh and I grin. Victory is my objective, I don't have to pretend. Spread my wings like an eagle and let them flap in the wind. No guts, no glory, no pain, no gain. These are actions of men. My teammate is a warrior, got my back to the end. My offense is God sent. You gon' have to defend. My crossover is vicious, I got more swagger than him. Hit the bottom of the net or the back of the rim. Your style is a flavor foul, your score, I'ma take it down. All of your trash talking was pointless, say it now. You slacking in goaltending, my actions are bone chilling. Got the home court advantage, I'm back on the road winning.
I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know where I come from. I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know. I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know where I come from.
I gotta hold a city down anyhow. They gon' have to really bow. Totally dominate the game in front of any crowd. I keep it 100 while you only keep it 50 down. I could conquer any style. Victory is in me now. My time is now. Who said it was later? It comes natural. I got a competitive nature. Look at them guys when I'm coming. They be hot and I'm hunting. Luckily they been ducking me. You see lots of them running. Challenges, I embarrass them.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
This is...
Oh, yo, look towards the darkness.
Nah, yo, look towards the light.
Yo, what is that?
It's a supernova.
Nah, man, that's a black hole.
Yo, it's
I leap over lies in a single pound. The Black Prophet, one day I got struck by knowledge of self. It gave me super scientific powers. Now I run through the ghetto, battling my arch nemesis, Mr. Ignorance. He's been trying to take me out since the days of my youth. He feared this day will come. I'm hot on his trail, but sometimes he slips away.
Okay, fans, let's get loud!
Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. And Doris Burks on the sideline as well. The Houston Rockets come into this one following a loss to the Spurs. And that was a real body blow for them. They got taken apart both offensively and defensively.
Just looking at the stat sheet, they gave far too many free throws away in that game. Maybe it was the noise in the building or something, but they really looked rattled.
Well, Greg, I don't know if it was the biggest reason for that loss, but all of those misses from the stripe clearly had an impact on that game.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So on the floor for Houston, Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Then there's Howard. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Capella in at the power forward position.
And they are on the board first.
Trying to set the tone here early. I like that. You know, guys, Taj Gibson now has 6 full seasons in the NBA. Already 30 years old. Seems like just yesterday he was being drafted.
On defense, the Rockets. Here's Rose. Rebounded by Howard. And so it's Houston with it. And that one's good. Beverly's got his first basket.
Well, he's back and playing in front of his hometown, and it's such a rush of adrenaline when that happens. So you're going to be dealing with friends and family, asking for tickets, but the chance to come back to play where it all started and put on a show for the people you grew up with, there's not much more that's better in terms of motivation.
You know, Jimmy Butler is one of those guys who had to overcome major odds just to get to the NBA. Reportedly, his father abandoned the family when Jimmy was an infant. Mom kicked Jimmy out when he was 13. The obstacles and adversity go on, yet he's made it and made it big.
Now here's Butler. Harden missing his last shot. On its way from Gibson for 2. Off target from the wing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. And going back to Jimmy Butler, there were just so many times when he was set up to fail. He was not heavily recruited out of high school. He was even homeless when he was in high school in the Houston area. Went to a junior college, then Marquette, now in the NBA. So he played his freshman year at a junior college, which I think humbled him just a bit, but maybe gave him that work ethic that is so much, Greg, a part of his game now.
And Kevin, the talent was there. And most of all, as we see how he dealt with adversity, the heart was there. He blocked out the distractions, finally transferred to a major college, and worked his way into becoming a first-round pick. I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
Ariza against Gibson, and stolen by Ariza. And it's Houston on the break. Goes up, and the jam by Harden.
That is such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
And it's one thing to get the steal, but to so alertly turn it into a transition opportunity, even better.
Mirotic has a wide-open look, and it's off from three-point range. Here's Ariza, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Now here's Rose. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. 5 on the clock.
Gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home.
I tell you what, he's lucky on that one that he got away with maybe not picking up a tee.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. Here's Capella, finished off the break. Guys back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play. That sends Taj Gibson to the free throw line. That's on Dwight Howard. Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Portis, he's checked in for Gasol. Doug McDermott comes in for Mirotic. Kirk Heinrich, he's checked in for Jimmy Butler. And it's Brooks in for Derrick Rose.
When he has the ball outside like that, that's exactly the kind of D they need to play on.
And here's McDermott. He had 13 points in the win against New York.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss those looks very often. And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly. And the Rockets have lost out on some free agent wars the past few years. They have remained competitive, but you wonder what could have been if they landed or kept some of those big names.
And that one's good. And so here is Houston. They trail by 3. Here's Thornton. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, the defense has been very slow to adapt. That's 10 straight points now inside.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And the basket by Brewer.
And back and forth we go. That bucket gives us another lead change.
Too many of those to count. These teams have matched each other shot for shot, play for play. It has been impressive.
And with the Rockets, it's no secret that they take a very analytical approach to team building. Greg, you and I talked about that. And Clark, you wonder if that hurts them in free agency.
Well, when your front office makes no qualms about viewing players as simply just assets, it can be a hard sell to a free agent.
Jones drives in. He feeds it to Moniunas. And it's Houston with another.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Now here's Brooks. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And now Brewer running the floor all by himself.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yes, indeed.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Chicago shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. And the first one at the line is good.
2 shots.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And here are the Rockets now. 3-point lead. Passes it to Jones. To the left side wing. Monty Eunice misses off the left iron.
Fadeaway was the right shot there because it got his attempt away from the defender, but the touch was poor.
And Pau Gasol, after some great years and some difficult years, talks about now his newfound excitement playing with the Chicago Bulls.
I mean, I think it's been noticeable.
I think you'd have to say that Gasol's decision to go to Chicago, Clark, was great. He clearly gave it a lot of thought. It's hard to imagine him having made a better pick.
You know, I agree. Not only is he happy, but so are his teammates, Ask Rose and Noah and Butler. Those guys love playing with him, and you can see how the change of scenery rejuvenated the big Spaniard, too.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
I tell you what, defensively, they have been in tune with one another, as intense as I've seen.
Yeah, nice job helping out on the rotations and drives, doing a really good work at the defensive end.
Taking a look at the Rockets, Monty Eunice and Howard the post pair, Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter, and it's Terry in at the point. The Bulls making a switch here. Rose is checked in, and a switch here also for Houston. Beverly's checked in. Rockets leading by 5. It's stolen by Rose. Here's Butler. Over Harden. There's the dish to Mirotic. Butler on the way. Second chance shot. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Butler's got 9.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
And there was a question of whether or not Derrick Rose would be able to get back to his former self. At times last season, you could see him back in that MVP form.
Ariza goes in, and it's blocked by Mirotic. Here's Butler, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
Lets it go with the 3. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Butler's got the lead up to 3 now for the Bulls.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. To the wing on the left. Rose gets a wide open look. Another 3 for Chicago. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Bulls.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
They're crashing the offensive glass hard, too. I mean, they've dropped in several second-chance baskets.
And Mirotic kicks to Butler. Good! Butler's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Wasted no time on that one.
What a job he's doing here. I mean, his second quarter has been even better than his first, and that was pretty good.
It's up a 3. The shot no good. The Rockets go the other way with it. They'll be off next to Utah for a meeting with the Jazz. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour.
Another bucket in the paint? That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Here's the screen. He used that pick to perfection. That's now 8 points for Derrick Rose.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And, Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots. Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is...
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
They're coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at him.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Taj Gibson's checked in for Portis. McDermott comes in for Mirotic. And it's Heinrich in for Butler. Terry kicks to Thornton. Dishes it to Jones. Here's Brewer. And a miss there on the triple. Chicago lead by 3. McDermott, no one around him. Rockets with the rebound. Terry's got his 3rd rebound on the night. The 3 ball. Nice shot by McDermott. McDermott's got 8.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
3 of their last 5 makes come from beyond the arc. The defense has to react quicker.
4 on 3 as they bring it up. Heinrich from outside. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
Rockets ball.
And now let's turn to the 2K leaderboard for a look at the squads that have the most points in transition over the past 10 games. 5th best, the Rockets.
I mean, tough to maintain this kind of pace over an entire season. But let me tell you, they are really running right now.
And the Bulls making a change here. Brooks checked in.
And guys, the wheels really fell off of Marcus Thornton's game last year. This was a deadly shooter who averaged over 21 points a game only a few seasons ago. But last season, under double figures at 9 per contest.
And on the topic of Thornton, Greg, last season, he wasn't all bad. He did hit, a career-high 42% of his threes. Clark, the problem is he didn't provide anything else.
Yeah, he's an Allen wrench. He's a specialist. I mean, he's never been a great playmaker, rebounder, or defender. His money is made with his jump shot.
And here are the Bulls now. Rockets trail by 4. Heinrich with the steal. Brooks with no one around. Now here's McDermott. Terry covering. But they get it back. Heinrich kicks to McDermott. Good, and Heinrich gets the assist. And that's 11 points for Doug McDermott.
Hard work on the glass once again, fellas. They put a lot of effort into their rebound.
There's a reason why they have 3 seconds in the lane, and that interior play has made a big difference in this game.
From deep. It's rebounded by Thornton.
Another shot from outside. They're not attacking. I mean, going in and seeking contact like they did in the first one, I'm not seeing that.
Yeah, you can't play the score, Clark. You have to play your game. They need to mix it up a little bit here.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
Can't get it to go. Pulls it from the elbow. It's rebounded by Houston. Now, here's Brewer. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball.
Thank you, Kevin. Dwight, what